Hello everyone, this will be the third video in the series of Endnote 20 tutorial videos. In the first two videos, we have seen how to reference using Endnote and how to download various citations using Google Scholar and find the corresponding journal abbreviation from CS Source Index search tool. And also, we have seen how to import a traveling library from a document in and create a EndNote library out of it. In today's video, we will see how to reference using PDF file directly instead of searching for a citation from any popular search engine like Google Scholar or anything else. So we have our previous manuscript file with us, and there are certain references here which are still marked in red and which need to be inserted or in which corrections are to be made. So I've increased the font size so that things are a bit clearer. So anyways, let's go ahead and see how can we insert the references. Now, the references which are highlighted in red here, I have collected them separately in a folder related to this paper. And as you can see, the references are numbered here from 1, 2, 4, 28, 29 up till 38. Reference number 38 is there. So we will try to insert these PDF files using EndNote. So let us go to the EndNote library for the manuscript file in question. The manuscript file, as you can see, it is named as RD manuscript. And accordingly, in the previous two videos, I had shown you how I had created a EndNote library named RD manuscript for managing the citations in the document. Now, let us go one by one. So, here we have our first reference, that is reference number 4. Reference number 1, reference number 2 is there. So, let us check whether reference number 1 that we have inserted previously, which in this particular case is Scala 2018, matches with the reference number 1 that is included here. Yeah, so it matches Scala and the year of publication. Let me see. Yeah, 2019. Okay, possibly it was published in 2018 or whatever. So the reference here match reference number 1 matches the reference included. Reference number 2. Okay, so that would be Judith Brockfield. Judith Brockfield. Okay, I'm sorry if I have butchered that name. And that name. It's not an Indian name, and pronunciation of such names are difficult. Is a difficult job for me. So this reference has also been incorporated correctly. So let us check reference number 3. Reference number 3 is Harzone 2020. So there is no reference number 3 here. We'll have to consider it on reference number 4. Okay. So reference number 4 is marked in red. So that doesn't mean that it has been incorporated. That means that it has not been incorporated yet. And see here, as I place my cursor on the number 3, it is highlighted in gray, indicating that this particular reference has been formatted by EndNote. However, the same is not the case for the reference number 4, which is being shown here. Placing the cursor on 4 does not highlight it, so it is not a reference formatted. It is not a formatted reference. Rather, it's just a number that indicates that a reference specific to this number has to be inserted. Anyways, so let us go to our EndNote library. We'll go to the import section. We'll import the file. Choose the file that we want to import. For that, I'll go to the documents folder, to the particular paper and references, and here we have reference 4. So we'll open the PDF file and change the import option to PDF. So once we do that, if the PDF is a recently compiled one, downloaded from a particular journal website, EndNote can by itself identify the essential reference informations or citation information. So let us see what happens here. We have chosen the file that we want to import. We have changed the import option to PDF, and let us click on import now. So it will take a while, and there we go. The reference has been inserted successfully. So what we will do is we will update the reference. So our cursor is already placed in the position where we want the reference, and we will insert the reference. Delete the number 4 because we do not require it. Number 8. Do we have a reference number 8? No. We have a reference number 28 with reference number 29. So let us check. Okay, we have a 28 and a 29 here. So we'll repeat the same step as we have done previously. Go to import file, choose the reference number 28. The import option is set to PDF, and we will hit on the button import. So the second reference has also been imported. So let us insert the reference. So 28 has already been inserted. So let us go to reference number 29 if there is any. There is a reference 29 as well. So we will repeat the same step. Import the PDF file corresponding to reference 29 and insert the reference in the desired position. Let us see if there are, okay, there is a 28 here, 28 here, and there is a 29 here. Both are unformatted, as you can see, and this is also unformatted. So we need a reference here. It is reference number 29. Also reference 29 will be cited here. Okay, so this is unformatted. Reference here is also unformatted, and we have to cite the reference number 28 here, which was the reference number 28, Shamsu Surur. Okay, let us check. Recently added. Okay, Shamsu Surur. Okay, so we shall insert the reference number 28 at the position indicated. And look for any other position where these references will be required. Okay, reference 28 once again. I don't see any other position where these references will be required. Okay, so let us go for an update of the citations and bibliography now. So the citations that have been inserted have been incorporated or formatted by the EndNote system. And as you can see, the formatted references are highlighted in gray once we place the cursor on those. Update it. Okay, that's better. So we still have certain references we have to insert. So let us see if those references are available. Now 28, 29 here are formatted references. That means which these are already a part of the EndNote library. However, the references 32 to 34 doesn't seem to be a part of the EndNote library. So we shall concentrate on reference number 32, 33, 34 and check if we have it in the folder that we have prepared. Okay, we have a reference 32, we have a reference 34. So 32 to 34. Fine. Let us start with reference 32. So we'll go to the import option, import the file that we require, that is reference 32. Change the import option to PDF, hit on the import button. The reference, yeah, cool. It is imported now, and we shall insert it in the place we want the reference to be in. The next reference that needs to be imported is reference number 34. So there is a reference 34. So we'll go to the import option, choose reference 34 and import the reference. So that's actually the beauty of EndNote. With recently formatted PDF articles published by most journal website, the referencing software is automatically able to identify the citation information and import it. And that way it is a very practical tool and much better compared to other reference manager that are available in market. So a 33 and a 34, again I do not know which is reference number 33, but I do have a reference number 34. So let me, since 33 here is an unformatted citation, so I'll mark it in red for review later and insert our reference number 34, which is in this particular case, which has been recently imported. Yeah, this one. So we will insert it in the area where the cursor is blinking. Okay. Further, okay. Now we need a reference number 35 here. We have a reference 35 here as well. So let us import this particular reference. Reference number 35. Okay, cool. So once the import is done, we will insert it in the position where it is expected to be inserted. Let me delete the number 35 here. So the reference number 35 is also cited here. So okay, what happened? What just happened? Yeah, I've deleted 35. Okay, are there any 35s? No 35. No, I do not see any more 35s. However, there is a 36 and 37. So let us check if there is a reference 36, 37. Okay, 36, 37, 38. Fine. So we'll import the file. reference number 36. In this particular case, the same method of import will be employed. Okay, now here is a problem. The problem is the PDF file here. Uh, it seems to be old reference. Yeah, it's an journal article from the year 2000. So I do not know for whatever reason. Endnote is not able to read articles that are of the last century. I mean, of the earlier than the year 2000, maybe articles published in 1990s and of course earlier. And Endnote is not able to read those articles carefully. So for in such a cases, what we shall do is we shall just copy the title of the article, go for a Google Scholar search, and download the citation that we require. So here is the article. Let us click on the side button and download the EndNote citation format. So it has been downloaded, Scholar 80.enw. So what we shall move the imported reference file to the trash first, and then click on the import button, the file button. We shall choose from the download section the EndNote citation number number 80 out here. Change the import option to EndNote import and click on the button import. So the reference has been imported, and we shall cite it in the section where it is required. So that was reference number 36 for us. So let us insert the reference, delete the 36 here. Let us see what can be done with reference number 37. So okay, reference 37 is here. First of all, we shall try importing the PDF file. Okay, so reference number 37. Let us see if the PDF import works properly for this particular reference. No. So this also is a old reference. So we'll have to go by the conventional method. Open the reference. You copy the journal article, the title of the journal article. Go for a search in Google Scholar. So we have the article here. We will download the citation. I'm choosing the EndNote citation file out of all the three others, all the four mentioned, and we shall go for a similar option employed the last time around. We shall import the citation file, change the import option to EndNote import, and click on the import button. Once the citation is imported, all we have to do is insert the citation in the position concerned. So the citation stands inserted. We need a citation number 37 out here also. So there we have citation number 37. Let me put a full stop here because the sentence is ending. Okay. So I do not see any more. This is okay. This is already formatted. The number 28 here is not formatted, so we'll have to consider this number 28. 37 has been inserted, so let us delete 37 here, and let us go for update of the citations and bibliography, so that we can have a more clearer picture. Okay, the reference stands inserted here. It's formatted. We have a reference here that has not been formatted yet, reference number 28. Let us go back to our folder and see which is reference number 28. So reference number 28 is synthesis, characterization, and antitubercular and antibacterial activity and molecular docking of 2,3 disubstituted quinazolinone derivatives. Okay, quinazolinone derivatives. So the first author is Rajashekhar KK. So let me search the reference in the reference library. So okay, okay. Recently added. I don't see reference number 28. Uh, Somehow it seems that the reference, that particular reference, it has been missed out on. So let us copy the title here. Go for a search using Google Scholar. Obtain the citation file. Download the citation file. Include it in the Endnote library and insert the citation at the position at which it is required. So import file. We shall import. Go for the Endnote import and click on the import button. Once the reference has been added, let us insert the citation, the section in which it is required. So I'll delete the 28 here. Okay, so we have inserted most of the citations. 41. Okay, let me make it black. Why is it coming colored? Okay, seriously. So we have a reference number 33 here that is unformatted, but unfortunately I have not been able to find that particular reference. So let me mark it in red so that there is no confusion in future. Okay, what did I do with respect to this? I should not have highlighted. Anyways, let us go for the update citations and bibliography button. So the citation stands updated. So we have only two citations that still need to be addressed. Okay, we'll search for it. Anyways, so let us go to the bibliography section. It is the final referencing section, and let us see if there are any unabbreviated journal names. So most of the journal names here seems to be abbreviated. Okay, ACS publications. That's odd. The reference number 3. We'll have to check that. So new leads for treatment of multi-drug resistant Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Let us see what is this reference all about. New leads for the treatment of multi-drug resistant Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay. So Seth B. Herzon. Okay, ACS Central Science. So this is the thing. This is a thing that we'll have to keep in mind. Okay, so let us correct reference number 3 here. So we will go to the particular reference. Okay, looks like a duplicate reference is there. Duplicate reference is there. Let us see if the library can detect the duplicate. Okay, find duplicates. Yeah, it has been able to detect the duplicate. So publish your SES journal, SES Central Science. I'll keep the earlier record here. So we'll look for any other duplicates. No other duplicates are there. So once again, let us go for an updation of the citations and bibliography. Okay. Now what is the issue? Anyways, let us. I will. Okay. Let me check. ACS publication. Horizon SB. So let us go to the Endnote library. Okay. RD manuscript. Okay. Okay. Horizon. Okay. That is the problem here. Journal is ACS Central Science, and the journal abbreviation volume 6 of plus 6 pages are there. Everything else is mentioned. Okay. So let me save it. Save the journal article. Okay, fine. Now we shall go to the library. We shall go to define term list. Select the journal term list. Go to the terms and look for ACS Central Science. If it is included in the term list, ACS Central Science, okay, it is already included. So let's hope that this works this time. So, after we have saved the necessary information, so update citations and bibliography. Okay, still we are having the same problem. So let me change the citation type to say ACS Medicinal Chemistry Letters. Okay. No, still the same problem. Let's see how can we resolve it. Why is it not like that? Let's delete these notes out here. URL is there, file attachment is there. Delete this file attachment. Author address, once again, this is not required. Let me delete this information as well. Notes. Okay, delete that. So let us save the edited information. Okay, so This particular reference has been modified. Let us go to the reference library and check if it has been duplicated. No, there is no duplicate available. So let us update the citations and bibliography what it was earlier. Still, the same issue persists. Okay, so what we shall do is we shall try and remove this reference number 3. So let us go to the place where we have reference number. Okay, there is a reference number 234 here. So we shall go to the edit and manage citation section. Okay, now there is the problem. These seem to be the same reference, so we shall remove the citation number 3 here, 34. Okay, remove citation and click on the update citations and bibliography. Now there is no citation here, citation number 3 and 4. So we shall insert the particular citation in question. It was Harzon SB. So let us insert the citation here and update citations in bibliography. Now let us check reference number 3 whether it is okay now. I hope that it is. Yes. So we have solved the issue. So ACS Central Science, the issue with the reference has been solved. Okay. So let us check for any other issues. Now most of the journals here seem to be abbreviated. Why are we so concerned with abbreviated journal names? It is because most of the publishing houses prefer abbreviated journal names. And each publication house has a different system of citation that they have adopted. It's a research and reports in medicinal chemistry, research and reports in medicinal chemistry. I say advances, geography, food chem, Journal of Organic Chemistry, YJOC. Okay, so there are certain certain references here in which the abbreviations have not been done yet. So let us check if the abbreviations are available on the CS citation search tool. So we shall copy and search for the exact match. Okay, so the exact match is also available. So let us go to the Endnote library. Go to the defined terms list, select the journal terms list, go to the terms here, and if I remember, the journal title had something to do with research. So, research and reports in medicinal chemistry. So, let us look for the journal, particular journal. So, research communications, research in methodology, research on chemical intermediate. This particular journal name is not there, so we'll insert a new term, research and reports in medicinal chemistry. Select the abbreviation, click on OK. So the term has been updated. Let us go back to the document and see if there are any other journal abbreviations which need to be corrected. Okay, so we have the Journal of Organic Chemistry out here. So I don't understand why Journal of Organic Chemistry is out there. So Journal of okay, amino acids Physical. No, no. Okay, okay. So let's see if we have. Oddly enough, I thought the Journal of Organic Chemistry would be available, but I am not. I haven't seen it anywhere. So, anyways, let us go to the particular reference. Select the Journal of Organic Chemistry here. Go for the appropriate abbreviation in the CAS Source Index website. Okay, what sort of a thing is that? No, this will not work. Let me look for this particular paper. Synthesis and HRV activity of HRV. So it's an NCS publication, but the question is which is the journal? The Journal of Organic Chemistry. Okay, cool. The Journal of Organic Chemistry. Find the name here. So let us go to reference number 32, which is Baker TJ. Before that, let's see if this term is required. Okay, the Journal of Organic Chemistry. What about the citation? The Journal of Organic Chemistry. Let me see if I am getting the journal right. Yes, it's a JOC. JOC. Okay, so J or CAM. It is the abbreviation that I need to use. Journal of Organic Chemistry. I'll add the abbreviation, click on OK. We have added our term. Is there anything else required? Let me check. Journal of Chromatography, Hypertension, Lipid, Nano, Journal of Organic Chemistry. We have a J or CAM out here as well. Anyways, let's see if the trick has worked or not. So we will click on update citations and bibliography. Okay, now where did the citations go? Yes, the trick has worked, and the trick is, did it work for? Okay, yes, yes, the trick has worked for this particular journal also. So all the journal articles now stand abbreviated. I do not think so. Or there will be an abbreviation for this. But anyways, what's the harm in searching? So we'll leave it at that. So with this, we come to an end of this tutorial on Endnote for today. We have seen how we can insert references from PDF files and how using Endnote we can organize the references in almost a perfect and flawless manner. Now see, the referencing style I have used here is of bioorganic and medicinal chemistry letters. I can change it to any style I like with just the click of a button. So the references will be formatted instantly without any issues. I could change it to something like that of European Journal of Medicinal Chemistry. So once again, as you can see, this reference style has been updated automatically by the software without us having to do any hard work. So while using an Endnote, the only hard work that we need to do is at the beginning while arranging the various references. Thereafter, it's a smooth sailing, a very smooth sailing. So, thanking you all for being a patient listener.